But yeah, it's very cool to look at. Okay, shifting gears. Moog and Angie, you can catch their podcast all the time. They are more consistent than me. And it's very funny, it's very informative, but they also like throw out like really cool personal stories, which is really what makes a great radio talent. As we're talking about pop culture, what do you two want to weigh in terms of the circus that is Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift? Is it overdone? Are we romantically happy for them? Why don't you guys take it away with your opinions on that?
I love when Taylor Swift dates anyone. It's exciting to me because I like to judge if I think a couple has chemistry or not. And I think Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, I don't think they look like they have chemistry. I don't think they have anti-chemistry. I just think they look like they're having a fun and dandy time. People are, I think, going way overboard in terms of the hate that they're giving Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce on some level just for existing in the same space together. Like, I don't get why it's so polarizing, why people I feel like either love it, like, oh my God, and he opened the door like a normal thing that guys do. What an amazing man. But people get like super excited, or they're like, oh my, I can't believe it. Ew, yeah. Why are they together? And it's like, because they're just who are dating, who cares?
I want to talk about the relationship itself. And I think a lot of times we as human beings, we react and we do the opposite of what we did before. Like when me and my wife moved into this townhouse, we moved into this townhouse that is a bit smaller, and it's 4 floors. It's not a very big place. It's like, you know, a bedroom, a living room, a bedroom, and like it's a stacked place. But it's basically brand new. And this place was a reaction to our last house, which was 110 years old. There weren't very many outlets. It was cold. We were, heating the house by it was like an old oil furnace. It was really expensive. And so this house was a reaction to that. I have a point that I'm driving at. I think that Taylor Swift, this is a 180 from Joe Alwyn, who she was dating before. Joe Alwyn, look at Joe Alwyn, okay? This is a guy who is a handsome guy, but he's very artistic, not someone who's so into the fame. And he and Taylor Swift were with each other for a long time, and it sounds like they had a lot of really great chemistry, and they had a lot of great times together. And it was really a shocker when they split, but nobody knows. I think the Swifties know a lot about Joe Alwyn, but beyond that, Joe Alwyn is sort of a mystery to a lot of the world.
It was more of a private relationship. They weren't stepping out together all the time.
It felt to me like he was not a man of the fame that comes with Taylor Swift. And I'm sorry, that's not something that you can avoid. If you're going to be with a Taylor Swift, you got to know that this is not a regular celebrity.
Yeah.
This is a beyond, level superstar. And I think that this Travis Kelce relationship, Travis Kelce is unlike anybody really that Taylor Swift has been with. She typically goes with the more like artsy guys. Travis Kelce is a football star. He's loud. He has a podcast. He's a completely different type of guy. And so I think to some degree, it's almost like I want to try something different and have some fun. And if it lasts, cool. If it doesn't last, cool. But right now we're having fun. The world's taking note. I don't know that it's intentionally a publicity stunt. I don't like to say that about people.
But it could benefit both of their careers or their moment. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of eyes on Taylor Swift right now. I'm sure she doesn't hate that. Right. Mm-hmm. And also for Travis Kelce and the NFL. I mean, you've seen some of these stats, Ronnie, right? Like Travis Kelce, I think after she went to that first game, I think he gained like 340-something thousand Instagram followers.
I thought he was going to talk about football stats. I was like, no, I don't know.
No, but the sales of
You're saying the relevancy of him.
Yeah.
Wow.
His relevancy went up. And look,
his podcast is number one.
And look, Travis Kelce was a football star before.
Right. But we know he loves the spotlight if he already had that one reality show,
right.
It's Chasing Kelce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know. I think it's good probably for both of them. Like have some fun. And you know what? I think that when you have stars that are on that level, and there are very few, I think it's Taylor Swift and Beyonce, and probably that's it. right now. I think that the world does take note when they go to a football game. I mean, when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs players, when you saw their reaction when they looked up, and these are people who are celebrities. You know that you're a star when other celebrities are in awe of your mere presence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a little buzzworthy moment that happened, that was created. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you. I didn't even think of that. Where like, yeah, you do choices based on like you did it this way, and you want the antithesis of that next go round. And I also think, because I always do an evaluation in my head of the great Jennifer Lopez and who she should end up with, you know, her end game, because I don't think it's Ben. But what?
I would like discussion about this, but yes, go continue.
Another podcast.
Yeah. Well, you know, I could talk about J-Lo all day, every day. But with J-Lo, like, it's weird. I remember when she got with A-Rod, and I was like, oh, I don't know that I like that either. She's a Mark Anthony, by the way. In my opinion, J-Lo, Mark Anthony should always be endgame. That's my opinion. But when she got with A-Rod, I remember I'm trying to get to a point of what you were kind of saying, where it's like, Mark works because A-Rod would work because he's a world-class athlete, the same way she's demanding that world-class performance level, you know, at the Super Bowl as a performer, you know. And I think sometimes, you need that person who matches. So if you've got, in Taylor Swift's case, if you've got an artistic guy who doesn't like the limelight, that may not work as well as Travis Kelce, who's like, yes, my brother has a new Amazon documentary out. Like he must really be into this. So that is kind of a
and then I like that it's not even like a competing. So let's say she was with for instance, when she was with Harry Styles, right? So he's a pop star in his own right. But then that can feel like maybe there's some sort of a competition there. Travis Kelce is in a medium that has nothing to do with what she does. You're not going to see her punting a football or anything. And the same way that you're not going to see him gyrating on stage to pop songs. And so that whole thing of like, there not being any competition.
Right. Cause it's like, babe, how's your record sales? Babe, how was your music video? Like that's a little too cool.
Someone in sports versus, you know, someone in music.
Well, next time I'm over here on the Tinder and the grind, I'm gonna ask both of you my single self is just like loving life, but at the same time, I'll consult with you next time.
Yeah, no, please do.
Thank you.
I think they're great. I think it's fun. Like I said, a little bit of it, like, is it opportunistic or is it more just like it benefits everybody? Like, and it benefits the fan base too, you know? And what an exciting time if you're the mother. Like, you're the mother, both of your son, Travis Kelce's mother, or what's the brother's name?
Oh Travis my gosh, I forgot. And he's literally on my team. I'm an Eagles fan.
Oh, okay. James?
Jason?
It's not James. Michael?
Kelce.
It's
Jason. It is Jason. I was right. Okay, Jason.
Yeah. But like, for a moment, imagine you're the mother and both of your sons are these world-class athletes. And that's kind of like enough. And then they go to the Super Bowl and that's like enough. Yeah. But then you have another gigantic moment where like all of a sudden one of your sons is dating somebody who causes this much excitement. I mean, I was watching Saturday Night Live and they were both there, you know, kind of continuing to keep the attention going or whatever. And it looked like they kind of went out and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely cute. Shifting gears, Mogan Angie, make sure you check out their podcast. Very, very good. They're radio superstars, so you know it's going to be great.
Hey, Ronnie Jr.